meditation. Let's just read one page a day and come back on Sunday and they're going to help you.
Yeah.
He's like, I really like this place.
Yeah.
Like, this is the place to be. I said, these are cool people. You know they ain't religious.
Right. And he wandered off the street.
Isn't that crazy? Did you see him? Like he had like really funky hair.
It's not really crazy though because
hair.
you were praying about the broken,
yes.
praying about the lost, having a heart for broken
yes.
people, having a heart for people that are far from God.
Yes.
And we brought them in here.
And check it out. You're far from them.
Right.
Which it's easy when somebody's right up next to you and they're hurting and you can almost feel the pain emanating from them. But the whole idea of Nehemiah being way over here.
Yeah.
And then the ruins and the jacked up people are way over there.
Right.
It's very easy to be in your comfort. But the whole purpose of your comfort is for comparison.
That's right.
Like, I'm living the kingdom life. You still living oppressed. I can't be good with that.
No. Let me help you get up.
Let me help you get up.
Or come to this.
Let me help you get up.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But I love that he like wandered off the street into like a leadership training development. Talked to like he was a leader. Talked to like he was a part of the vision. And there was an expectation for him to get acclimated and activated. And he's like, hey,
my first day here,
exactly.
I come into a leadership training.
I guess I'm supposed to serve.
And literally they're talking about, you're going to be mobilized.
Exactly.
He's like, yes, I am.
That's right. But they asked me, they were like, so are you opening it up to everybody? I'm like, yeah, because I have to create the culture that everybody's a leader. You just don't know what you lead. So once we help you find out what you lead, then you develop that and you do it.
That's a great way to fish too.
Yeah, it's true.
Because then you say, who's interested?
Identity.
And Jesus did it. Whosoever.
Yeah.
Anybody want this? And that's what made religious people mad.
Yeah.
That's why one of the enemies of the movement is religion. Because one of the reasons why the religious leaders wanted it that way is because of the exclusivity.
Yeah, of it.
And then that whole...
We did this. So
and you're over there, we're over here. And then you come in and say, everybody's a leader.
Yeah, but that Matthew 5 thing, though, that was deep, though, because you're like, they're embracing their religion like it's a higher esteem, and they've set this high bar. Mm-hmm. Jesus takes that bar and goes, boom, that's nothing, do this, nothing, do this.
Yes.
And just giving
Talk
it to
about
them.
culture change, culture shift. You've said, don't murder. You think you balling because you're not murdering.
Right.
We don't even hate people.
Yeah. I said that last.
You think you balling because you're not in adultery.
You're talking about out.
You thought about right. You're still dealing with the dirt of a man.
Yeah.
The flesh. I'm dealing with the intangible.
That's right.
The thing I breathed into them, keep that part pure.
Yeah.
Not that all of this. That's the childish stuff.
Yeah.
That's Play-Doh.
Yeah, I think that the way you approached it tonight to give the activation of understanding the four things that they need to do.
Yeah.
But then more importantly, the three enemies. I think those three enemies of religion, poverty, and fear are probably everybody's enemy, even if they don't know it. You know what I'm saying?
I think you're right.
And so it's like to be able to show people, because sometimes people just like, well, what's the enemy? They think the enemy is the person that talked about them, the person that don't like them, the person at the job. They think the enemy is all of that, and they don't really embrace enemy. I mean, your definitions, you know, the enemy of religion is, and the enemy of poverty is, and the enemy of fear is.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, just that was powerful. I mean, and so to encapsulate what the enemy of religion is, you said.
Yeah. The enemy of religion is when you do the same thing without an expectation of change. Can you imagine? Rituals. And I'm even offended that you would expect me to change.
Yeah.
And I get a little salty when you change.
Yeah.
I'm going to my church, I'm good. You go to your church, suddenly you're changing.
Right.
You're going back to school, you're being faithful to your wife, you're getting your health together, you're balancing your money, you decide to get out of debt, you don't even talk, I don't say that kind of stuff no more.
Right.
Now I'm like, oh, you think you better?
That's right.
Yeah, I'm kidding, I'm better than me. Yeah. Oh, you think you're better than me? No, I think I'm better than me.
And I love the context, because you was like, it's not just going to church as religion, it's anything you do religiously. Going to the gym, going to the work, going to the same, no results. Just doing it. Why do you do this? Are you passionate about it? Do you care about it? Nah, just do it. I gotta do it.
Even people go to work religiously. I go to work. I do my Fred Flintstone, and I slide down the dinosaur and go home. But I don't think about what is this company about?
Yeah.
What am I here to do?
Right.
And when you become that type of employee, even if you would say, well, my company doesn't appreciate me, but if you become that type of person, that company will have to push you out into a place that can appreciate you.
That's right. Because you were faithful and you did it with passion, zeal, excellence, and intentionality.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Don't even go to work religiously.
Is that one enemy. Number 2, you said poverty.
I hate it.
So poverty, you said, I love it. You said poverty is not the lack of money. Poverty is a mentality of limitation.
A mentality of limitations that we use as an excuse for inactivity.
Nice.
I would, but.
Yeah.
Do you want to get well? I don't have anybody put me in. That's not even what I asked you, man.
Yeah.
Do you want to get well?
Right.
But I don't have.
Right.
And we're constantly presenting to God what we don't have.
When He's giving us an instruction.
But who are we talking to?
Yeah,
I'm talking to Adonai.
When you say, God's like, I am not your administrator. Actually, you are my administrator.
You are my administrator.
I'm not your administrator. That's true.
Yeah, when He tells us to do something, go here today. Well, I can't go here because I don't have time to do that. No, you rearrange.
Yeah.
Don't present to Him your limits, thinking that heaven's agenda has to wait.
I love it.
Heaven trumps earth every time.
That's right.
Every time.
Poverty is a mentality of limitation.
Yeah.
Right? And then fear. Fear, your definition
of fear. Oh my God. Fear is, well, first of all, fear is probably the biggest liar that we face.
Biggest lie.
And it's rooted in a distrust of God, quite frankly.
Wow.
Because perfect love casts out fear, right? So the more I can open myself up to believe that God loves me, the less fearful I'm going to be of all the things that plague humanity.
Right.
Every type of fear.
Right.
You know, I rode a roller coaster this summer.
You did. Not me.
And I used to say, I don't ride roller coasters, right? I don't even know how I decided to do this. But in the course of this ride, I mean,
this is going crazy.
I started thinking, I'm not gonna die. This
is not how I'm gonna die.
This is not how I'm gonna die.
There's a bunch of people next about to get on. A bunch of people just get off. Right. It's not gonna break on my time.
I'm going to be okay. But I think one of the things that fear does, it's a snare. It grips you. It stops you.
Yeah.
And that whole fear of all of the negative consequences that could happen.
Yeah.
And we spend more time worrying. Like 80% of the stuff we worry about is never going to happen.
Never. I always say it takes the same amount of energy to have fear in the unknown as it does to have faith for the unknown.
Oh yeah, people work on their fear.
That's right.
They work on their fear like we work on our faith.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
They meditate, all of that. But also, particularly leading in the house of God, fear of failing God.
Yeah.
Why would He ever put you
in
up
a
to
situation?
Fail?
Never.
He left those enemies in the promised land.
Yeah, so you can learn how to fight.
Yes.
And win. Learn to understand that the fight is already fixed. Because in all the cases, he's like, I've already defeated your enemies.
Now
I'm
go.
going before you.
He'll say, this is your land. Now go take it. He'll give it to you and then tell you to go take
Possess
it. Yes.
So good.
Thank you.
I love it. Listen, this is Dr. Pam. This is my sis, Dr. Pam, the force of joy, the leadership development guru. I'm serious. If you need in corporate settings, church settings, whatever setting you're in, you got people that's mobilized around a vision that does not need to sacrifice their identity in order to accomplish it, but rather find their identity to accomplish a vision. Because you don't want people that's just surrounded around your vision that don't know who they are, because eventually they're going to destroy what you're trying to build, because they're going to self-preservation fight for themselves. The unique twist, the way she deals with it, is she always helps people find them in whatever situation. So when they're helping you build, they're also being built as well. So she's globally known, internationally known. Listen, I just call her my sister, Dr. Pam Ross. Get at her at pamross.com. Get the books, get the pamphlets, the manuals, and bring her to a city near you. She will help you. She's anointed for this. That's it. This is Conversations.